This is the Qiewa Qpower2 review. Let's talk about a few things in this video, such as the tires, the max range, the weight, the brakes, the charge time, the LED lights, the waterproof rating, the maximum load of this, the customer service, the speed. I'm going to also share my overall opinion on this electric scooter. Who's it for and should you consider buying it? Let's get right into this. We're going to talk about the tires, the 11-inch tubeless tires. They are quite good, but to be honest, in my opinion, they are more suited for rough ground, off-roading with your friends, going a little bit crazy with this electric scooter. If you're driving on roads, such as you see myself here in the video, they're okay, they're quite decent. They do have quite a good bit of road noise, so people are definitely going to hear you coming. They do draw attention, but I think that, I'm going to address as well something that I think the tires is also causing later on in the video. Let's get on to the maximum range. This was asked actually in a recent community post on the YouTube channel. And what is the maximum range? Well, they claim it's 150 kilometer distance. To be honest, obviously that's not going to happen in the real world, because it was probably tested with a 70 kilo rider with perfect conditions. I'm guessing if you're on gear 2, which is gets you around 55 kilometer hour speed, you're probably realistically going to get 40 to 50 kilometer distance on one full charge, which is actually quite decent. If you're going full speed, you're probably going to get about 30 at the most. Okay, the brakes, it probably has one of the biggest reservoirs for hydraulic fluid I've ever seen in my life. The stopping power on this is absolutely fantastic. It's probably the best hydraulic brakes I've ever tried on an electric scooter. No complaints there whatsoever. The charge time on it is 10 hours with 2 chargers, and it's 16 to 18 hours with 1 charger. Again, nothing really to complain about there. It's expected with a big battery. Another question that was asked was, can you actually change the LED light? You can. On my version, I actually have the first version of this electric scooter. It does not have this capability because it does not have the Bluetooth module installed. But in fact, on the next line of productions, as far as I'm aware, it already has this installed, and there's an app where you can change the lights. You can turn them off if you want to. You can play around with so many settings. That's probably brilliant for the next batch of these electric scooters. By the way, if you do want this, there is a nifty discount code linked in the description. One of the probably best selling points that I really love about this electric scooter is the waterproof rating, a IPX6 waterproof rating. I had a good look around the scooter. The deck is pretty much sealed, to be honest, with silicone, and they've done a really neat job in doing that. I don't think it would actually have any issues, including the throttle display. The throttle display looks like something kind of similar to the Dualtron scooters compared to the wireless, and I think it would have no issues against the rain, but time will tell, because as you can see here, I'm driving it in kind of rough weather. It's going to be quite interesting to see what happens there. The maximum load on this is a whopping 280 kilos. So if you are on the heavier side, this electric scooter will have no problem at all bringing you up hills, going crazy speeds. Okay, so as we all know, with some electric scooters, with anything out there, the customer service is quite important. I've had to reach out to them for a few minor things, minor questions, and they've gotten back to me within a few hours. No issues there. I was pleasantly surprised, considering that they are based outside of China, the time zone difference. I think it's a 24-hour service also. Sometimes I would get a reply in the middle of the day. What's the maximum speed? This was asked also. The maximum speed I could get in this on my first impression video was 73 kilometers an hour, which is extremely fast. They do claim it's up to 100 kilometers an hour. I think one of the reasons why this can't reach that top speed is because of those 11-inch knobby tires. They're causing too much drag on it. So if it had road tires, 11-inch road tires, I think it would probably get up to the 80 kilometer an hour mark, maybe 85 kilometers an hour mark. I've asked this already in a post. What speed are most people comfortable going at? 16% of people said they prefer going between 15 to 25 kilometers an hour. 46% of people, which was quite surprising, said that they like to go between 25 to 35 kilometers an hour. 15% of people said they like to go between 35 to 50 kilometers an hour. That would be myself included. And 22% of people said that they like to go 50 kilometer an hour plus So it does go to show speed is not everything. It's really not. Even on something like this, a lot of people would say they want more speed. At the end of the day, everybody is completely different in what they want. With speed comes more danger. You have the higher risk of hurting yourself, of hurting somebody else, of hurting other riders. It's very important to take it easy on something as fast as this, and I think the sweet spot for me is up to 50 kilometers an hour, and I'm more than comfortable controlling the scooter at such speeds. Comment below, what is the fastest you have ever gone on an electric scooter, or what is the most light speed you like to just stick to on the roads that you feel safe on. So I'm going to tell you now, should you buy the scooter? Should you consider it? Or should you just scratch it all together? If you are looking for something that is an off-road tank, something that has really long range, that has really cool LED lights, that draws attention to you everywhere, this is the scooter for you, hands down. It's not crazy expensive either compared to some of the much more, some of the dual trunks can have almost the same spec as this, plus they don't have as good of an IP rating. And for the price range that this is in alone, plus with the customer service, this is probably the one to get. If you want something that's more of A to B scooter, that you're going 5 kilometers up the road, I don't think this would be suitable. And the reason why I say that is because of the sheer weight of this alone. Dragging it in and out if you're just going up the road for a few minutes, it's not practical. It's more of a long distance range scooter, a off-road trail, a nice big long trail where you can have fun. You don't have to worry about your battery running out or anything like that at all. This is going to be the scooter for you. So if you have enjoyed this video, give it a like, click on the first impressions video if you want to see that speed test that I did do on this electric scooter. Please stay safe on your scooters, and I'll talk to you in the next video.